What's up YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I will be working on trimming the body for the Axial SCX C10 I have on my channel. So if you're not familiar with the channel, I kind of been going through this entire little C10. There's probably almost 20 videos in the playlist, so if you're interested, definitely check that out. You might learn something. So in the previous video, in this build playlist, I added these RC 4-wheel drive 1-inch scramblers to the truck, and they are humongous. They rub against the body in all different areas. So today we're gonna grab our little knife and we're gonna trim the body. So I have a knife and I have some scissors, and we're gonna figure this out. I've never done this before, so definitely be a little learning lesson for the both of us. So the first things first, I'm gonna have to take off the body, make it a little more accessible, and like undo the lights to get a more comfortable grip on cutting. Okay, so there is the body off of the truck, off the chassis, and I just wanted to see how the rubbing would do without the body, and I've come to find out that the rubbing still exists. It hits the shocks. I don't know if you can tell right here, so it's hitting the shock right there. And so that is not good. You can see it there. So that means that I might need to get some axle extenders, so that probably will be coming up in the next video. But yeah, so it still rubs, so these wheels, or these tires actually, are still having some effects without the body. So hopefully trimming it will reduce some of that rubbing. Okay, and so here is the body. So I painted this body this kind of like yellow tannish color a while back. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's a disaster. Watch that video to know what not to do when painting your body. But besides that, so you can see right here that there's some green, some teal, greenish kind of in there, some jade. So that is what the C10 comes stock. We're all familiar with that paint colorway. So yeah, there's a lot going on in here. There's a bunch of wires. There's a bunch of 3D printed accessories on here. Look at the tool chest, the jerry can, snorkel. The thing I see an issue with is these lights, how close they are mounted to the fenders. So probably gonna expose those a little bit more. Might have to rip those out. Don't want to, but I think I'll have to. But yeah, so I'm gonna plan this out, and then we will get to trimming the body. So I read online that if you put a piece of tape close to your blade edge, it gives you more control when going at it on the body. So I put some tape up here to protect my finger when I start using that blade edge. I have a standard pair of scissors right here. Probably not the best. Would recommend those bendy scissors, but I don't have a pair of those. So we're just gonna go for it. So I know it rubs right here in the corners and stuff. So just do that, and it's coming away pretty easily. I mean, that's working a lot better than I expected it to. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to go evenly across the whole body, and then I'll check back in and let you guys know how it went. So here is the body after a couple minutes of trimming. I did one side so I could show you what I did, and I can show you the side that has been untouched. So you can tell the wheel wells are a bit wider. I did trim especially down here where that corner would be, and on the back side. So that corner right there trimmed it quite a bit, and right there, that's where the most rubbing was when I saw the previous video. I should have probably compared it or shown you before during this video, but I kind of forgot about that. But anyways, so the wheel wells are being trimmed to be a little bit bigger, and also right here in the bumper, you can see it's a lot smaller compared to over here. So the hardest part about all this is gonna be matching it up from one side to the other. So I'm gonna do another 10 minutes and then I'll update you guys. So there isn't really a method to doing this. Kind of just get my knife and kind of just slowly press it against the inside of the body, and just slowly start trimming pieces of the body, and it's just a really slow process. I've probably been doing this for about 40 minutes already, and I mean the progress is there. Is it even? Not really, but I'm making those wheel wells bigger, so that's all that really matters. And you can tell from my little shreds of paint and plastic there, this is definitely going to be a long process. And I just said screw the freaking lights. I did this video and it was really bad. These lights kind of flicker too. I bought them off of eBay and they're kind of defective, just in the way, like the body and everything, so I'm just gonna throw them away. Probably should keep them, but the lights always flicker. They never really worked from the start, so I'm just gonna trash them. Now it's a lot easier to work with the body. Okay, so there is the body. I want to stop here, and then we're gonna fit it on the chassis and see how it looks, and see if we need to do any more adjustments. I think I did a pretty good job overall. Looks pretty even on both sides. I mean, there are some blemishes here and there, of course. This is my first time doing it, but I'm pretty happy with the results. So let's grab the chassis, and then let's mount this thing on and see how it looks. Okay, so there's already an improvement, so I'm liking that. I definitely want to take off these because I just don't like them at all. So let me mount the body on, and then we'll check it out a little more closely. Right, so there is the body on the chassis. Kind of put it down on the table, and now it's resting. You can totally tell there is a lot more room for the tires. So there is definitely some improvement around the truck overall. You kind of flex it, you can see where it hits right here in this whole section. So yeah, we did definitely do some improvement. I'm gonna go around at it a second time, and I'm gonna get a Sharpie this time. I'm gonna flex the wheel, and I'm gonna mark where I flex it so I know where to go a little bit more wider this time. And so that should help out with everything. So I think I did a pretty good job. Up front, it definitely helped out. I'm gonna probably go a little bit more wider up front over here. Definitely this section of the wheel on the inner fenders, definitely hitting, of course. So definitely gonna hit it there, and we'll get back to you guys. Right, so those marks are now there with the Sharpie, and when I come back to trim it on my second pass, I know I need to eliminate those marks. Okay, so after that second pass of trimming, the wheel wells, whatever you want to call them, the fenders, they're definitely not touching up front. It's minor, but I'd say it passes the rear as well. Just barely, just a little bit. So, yep, so there we are. I'm gonna call it there. Definitely stay away from the scissors and go with the little blade. I thought I was gonna take off the rock sliders, but I'm gonna keep them on for now because it kind of holds the body up from the tires. So let's turn this guy on and see how he operates. Let's see if we can actually turn the truck now, because before we could not even turn it whatsoever. Oh yeah, plenty of clearance to turn. Oh no, wait, I hear rubbing. I hear rubbing. Oh, actually, it's not rubbing against the body. It's rubbing against the shock, so I'm definitely gonna have to look into some axle extenders. Alright, so it's operable. I can drive it up and down. Oh yeah. I was gonna try to flex on the Jeep. But yep, so there is the Jeep. Definitely giving that build away. Coming up soon. The video is planned already. But yeah, so the C10, trim the body wasn't too hard. Definitely go at a very minor pace when trimming, because once you trim it off, you can't really add it back on. Tips like adding the tape onto the blade to help you give you more control. Definitely use that tip. Use that Sharpie tip with marking up where you need to trim going along the wheel. That definitely helped me out. Trimming the body is only if you're okay with things looking kind of wonky, because my fenders are definitely wonky. The body is now wonky, but it gives it more of that off-road kind of feel. So if you're kind of a perfectionist, I definitely would not recommend trimming the body because it's never going to be perfect in my opinion. Unless you are perfect, but I'm not. So yeah, I'm pretty surprised, satisfied with what the job I did. I'm definitely gonna have to look into those axle extenders like I keep on mentioning, because I hear the tires hitting the shock, so definitely have to look into that. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.